Now, one of those soldiers, Staff Sergeant Taylor, she mentioned right in front of the media, she said, "Last night I went home and I made my kids' favorite dinner and we sat at the table and ate together as a family." And I think that statement just shows how thankful not only the military community, but this entire community is that this situation didn't turn out differently and that everyone survived this attack.
Many people in the community still have a ton of questions about what exactly happened here early Sunday morning.
This is the food court over here, the entrance. That's a reference that most of you are familiar with. So this is that entrance to the mall, sort of to the left of the Macy's entrance. In the last few moments here, we just saw paramedics take one man away from the scene in a stretcher. They took him to an ambulance that is this way. So we are waiting for more information from Savannah Police right now. Actually, let's go this way. We have some police activity coming around these bushes right here. We have some officers rushing over to the food court entrance that are going into the mall right now. We have Low Country Medical Response on the scene here. That's the ambulance that you see in the foreground there. I can tell you there are law enforcement personnel on literally every entrance of this mall. The front of the mall is dozens and dozens of patrol cars and personnel. There are still a lot of people here on the scene. Some people have been evacuated from the mall. People are still here in the parking lot. We understand that one of the public information officers from Savannah Police is on the way to this location. There's kind of a staging area over here by the Macy's. But this is almost an area that is surrounded by law enforcement and first responders right now, trying to make sense of exactly what happened here. Tina, I think the biggest thing that's going on right now is for authorities to ensure that everyone is out of the mall. So we understand that authorities are going through in teams. A massive response of officers and law enforcement personnel are going through the mall to make sure that anyone who may have been seeking shelter, sheltering in place as we call it, is told that the threat is clear and they should, in fact, are safe. They are safe to leave the mall.
This community has never seen destruction or flooding quite like this. I'll let you take a look at the scene right now. Many of these people having to clean out their entire homes. Now, much of these items hold memories for these people, and now they're going to be thrown away. This pile almost as tall as I am. Well, Ben and Tina, the damage is extensive. We're standing right off from what we're told is a showroom and office space. You can see a car is still inside. Also, the glass on the ground, we believe that firefighters knocked out the front windows so they could get inside and tackle this blaze. Also, the ceiling is heavily damaged. We were told there was storage upstairs, and that certainly contributed to the fire. I talked with one of those people today as she was loading up a trailer, and she said she knows that the traffic will improve, but she tells me she just can't take the congestion and the construction anymore.
An unexpected sight of snow for many people in the coastal empire, and an unexpected night for many residents stuck on the other side of the Thunderbolt Bridge.
From what I understand, I have a very special guest who wants to grace the WSAV airwaves. Hello, Mr. Grinch.
Hi, how are you all doing today? Wow.
We've been relatively dry, even with water up to the back of our homes, but we're elevated, so we're good. But folks down here, down there, they're not. They're water off, and they can't get out.
Yeah. Residents sharing their frustration after Tropical Storm Debbie made a historic impact on the coastal empire and Low Country last week. David Wynn is one of the many individual volunteers helping thousands of people in Savannah alongside city and county officials. This while the city of Savannah made a passable road connecting Bradley Boulevard to Waycross Road. Still, the majority of the neighborhood is cut off. Also, villages of Vallombrosa and Teal Lake seeing impacts. This is the reality for hundreds of residents in these three neighborhoods. Many of those people unable to go to the grocery store and get some of the necessities, and that's where these volunteers come in.
We have hundreds of cars that are totaled back there, water's inside the homes. We had semi-trucks a couple days ago help us deliver, and our trucks ourselves too, but it never is enough. So, I mean, that's what we're doing most right now, is doing whatever you can.
Making rescues, towing cars, and dropping off supplies. We hopped in the truck with him as he made multiple deliveries. Everyone smiling and waving, appreciating his hard work.
Thank you, man. Sure, y'all be safe. All right.
But soon, he says, they'll be out of supplies.
You can see in bottles of water, paper towels, toiletries, like toilet paper, cat, dog foods, things like that people may need back there. There's people who are trapped back there. The passageway right now is about 4 feet of water, and only trucks like these trucks can even almost make it through. We're pushing our trucks, but we're making it through to deliver supplies. But in a couple more truckloads, we're out.
Political analysts say the path to the White House is Georgia, and Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris is wasting no time getting her message out to voters.
Savannah, are you ready to make your voices heard?
The 9,500-seat venue filled to capacity with people dancing, waving signs, and celebrating what they anticipate will be a shift in politics.
Remember what that was like before we had the Affordable Care Act? Remember when insurance companies had the power to deny people with pre-existing conditions? Remember what that was like? Children with asthma, breast cancer survivors, grandparents with diabetes. So yeah, we're not going back. We're not going back. And we will move forward.
The entire cathedral filled with so much excitement and raw emotion as Pope Leo XIV walked onto that balcony. People scrolling on their phones through social media to see the announcement or watching it live. Just as there was emotion in St. Peter's Square.
I think it's wonderful for Catholics all around the world.
People visiting the Cathedral Basilica of St. John the Baptist in Savannah were overjoyed to hear that a new pontiff has been chosen.
We just received the good news that a pope has been elected, and he happens to be American, so we're especially happy about that.
Former Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost is now known as Pope Leo XIV. The white smoke from the Vatican indicating the selection. Cathedral visitors could be seen checking their phones, anxiously waiting for his name to be released. I watched the announcement with one couple visiting from North Carolina, joy written all over their faces.
I think it's wonderful. Yes.
It's awesome.
I'm surprised, especially being from the U.S.
Dio vi ama tutti.
In his speech, Pope Leo said, quote, "The world needs Christ's light. Humanity needs him. But as a bridge between God and his love, may we all build bridges with dialogue and encounters so that we can all be one people, all in peace." Just what Ann Slivka says she was hoping to hear.
Regardless of your particular denomination, I think that there are faith-based characteristics that bring all people together.
So what's next for Pope Leo XIV? Well, Bishop Parks tells us a date will be set for his installation with a large celebration in Rome. Reporting in Savannah, Sarah Smith, WSAV News 3, on your side. You either hear the music or the sound of their cannon, and that's when you know the Pirates are here. The A-League Shriners have so many clubs and units following behind them, and they're sure to bring the fun. Maybe one of the best views of the St. Patrick's Day Parade, the A-League Pirate ship. As we passed tens of thousands of people, not one had a frown on their face.
We love being out with all the crowds, all the people, everybody, they just love us.
Everyone dancing, singing, and waving with the A-League Shriners. Potentate Danny Freeze got to ride at the front of the parade this year in honor. This parade something he looks forward to each and every year.
I'm around all my brothers and friends in the community that supports us, so we enjoy every parade that we're in, more especially this Savannah, because we're all hometown boys.
His fellow Shriners say seeing smiles on kids' faces is the best part.
When you see the kids' faces light up, I mean, a lot of these kids, they see the pirate ship, they get excited, they see a real pirate, and I mean, let's face it, every kid has either wanted to be a pirate or dressed up as a pirate.
And being out in the community reminds everyone what the Shriners do, raising money for their 21 hospitals for children.
That's our heart. We make sure our kids are good. We love our Shriners children, and all the kids out here, the smiling faces, doesn't get any better.
Reporting in Savannah, Sarah Smith, WSAV News 3, on your side. Fire in the hole!
We are petrified every time we have to leave this neighborhood.
Traffic barrels as far as the eye can see. That's the state of Highway 280 just off Interstate 16 in Bryan County.
It's not well lit, and the roundabouts are just barrels scattered everywhere, and you can't really tell which way you're supposed to go. And, you know, we're always afraid.
Tracy Stafford tells me it's left her and her partner no choice but to leave behind what they thought would be their retirement home. She says it's an area that they love and a home they'll miss.
It'll be improved eventually, but right now it's just a mess and it's dangerous, and we just don't want to be part of that. We moved out to the country to be away from that.
This isn't the first time she's shared her frustrations with News 3. I first talked with Stafford in August 2023 when construction was ramping up and semi-trucks were pulling into her driveway every day. While the Hyundai Meta plant doesn't control this road, GDOT says these plans for expansion accommodate the growth in this area, fueled by the plant. A spokesperson with GDOT tells me by the end of this year, traffic flow on 280 is expected to reach more than 34,000 cars a day. That's 24,000 more than projected in 2022. But some, like Tashaka Grant, are optimistic about the project.
There's plenty of engineers out here that have taken into account the traffic and things, and I think with that being said, it would be better if we just waited and be patient a little bit instead of expecting everyone to finish everything the minute it gets inconvenient.
Booyah. Being put down 2 yards ago from the 40. Has been